So I've been on Poshmark for a total of 8 months. How much have I made in those 8 months that I've been, reselling? Let's find that out. Let's dissect it. Hey guys, Holland here from the Helicopter Bear, where the helicopter bear meets the Papa Bear. It's the Helicopter Bear. So this is more or less a follow-up video to a video I made previously about my first month on Poshmark and my first month as a reseller. In these 8 months that I've been on Poshmark, how much have I actually made? And let's talk about 5 solid things that I've learned being a reseller. So currently in my closet, it is showing I've had 559 listings. So available listings, of those I have about 246. I have actually sold 300 items so far. Like, I'm right at 300, which to me that's pretty solid. That's, especially doing this more part-time, because I do have a regular 9 to 5. So this Poshmark was more or less an experiment I started that I just sort of continued. It usually takes me 1.2 days to ship. My ratings, I've had 216 ratings with an average rating score of a 4.9, which I think is absolutely solid. I achieved the Poshmark Ambassador status, which is the highest status you can get in Poshmark that I don't care about. Guys, really, this is not even anything on Poshmark, but what does the Poshmark Ambassador even, what's that status? What does it do? If someone can, please just in the comments, in that little box thingy, just type it out. The benefits of being a Poshmark Ambassador, because I don't really know. Don't really know. Also, while you're typing that, this is the perfect chance to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon, because in this new year I plan on releasing 2 to 3 videos a week, and all my videos are just gonna be me showing you what I'm doing on the platform, what I'm doing reselling wise to get this extra income. And talking about income, over the last 8 months, after selling over 300 items, I have made a total on the platform, $5,171.00. Guys, that's pretty awesome. If you watch my previous video of selling for a month, I think I was at 200. So let's say if we divide what I've made by 8 months, that's don't quote me, but it's $646 a month, which as a side job, I think that is pretty awesome. And remember guys, I just stick to shoes. I have a few clothes in my closet, and the clothes are more or less stuff that I just so happen to stumble upon. That's not my area of expertise. Mine is shoes, but so mostly these have been shoe sales. Okay guys, so in the past 8 months, after earning over $5,000 plus, what are some things that I've learned personally that has helped me to that point? I'm gonna give you all five super solid things that I could come up with. Well, number 1, 2, and 3, I feel like they all go together. So number 1 has been consistency. And what I mean by that is, there's a lot of people that they have these illusions of grandeur. They're like, well, all of this stuff, I'm gonna sell all this stuff, blah blah blah, but they always keep on putting it on. Or they might just list, they have a dead pile of dead pile, by the way, means all the stuff that you just are accumulating that you need to post. So they have maybe a dead pile of 50 to 100 items, and they post maybe 5 of them a day. Be consistent on that. Tell yourself hey, I'm going sourcing on this day, do shoes, I also have to clean the shoes. So usually whenever we go sourcing, that same day we decide to, pop in a movie and clean the shoes. And then probably the day after, I take the pictures and photographs and stuff, and then my fiance posts them on Poshmark. She's faster at it than I am. We also have a template when we're posting stuff, which, leads to number 2, organization. Guys, you have to be organized, especially if you're going to try and get a lot more inventory. You're going to have to be organized. I know there's some people who get a lot of inventory, and then when it's time to one item is sold, they have no idea where it's at. But yeah, so number 1, consistency. Number 2, get organized. Find yourself an organization, a type of system that works for you. Because I can tell you what works for me, but it might not work for you. So find something that works for you, that you know where your stuff is at. You know what's in your inventory. You have a sheet, that has that. Number 3, that also leads into, getting sales to me, is research. How I got to this point is, before I started, I knew nothing about shoes, like absolutely nothing. Now I know a lot about shoes, and mostly, it had to do with researching. You can be sourcing and see a cool pair of shoes, or you can see something that you're like, oh, this is amazing and stuff. And then you get it and you sit on it for months, and you're wondering, you're like, why is this such a high brand? Why haven't I sold this? If you would have done your research, you would have realized that certain clothes, certain shoes are meant for certain seasons. Last year, a lot of stuff that I sold, which I'm going to make a separate video on what are the top 10 things I sold, but a lot of them were more or less like summertime, fall types of things. I collected a few winter type things that it's now that they are starting to ramp up, because we are in, we're going into the winter months, because right now it's in January. So do your research. A really great research tip for you. You could watch a lot of videos and stuff like that, and see what works for somebody, but it might not work for you, because remember, guys, and this is being in the US, remember, someone could be selling something and they live in New York, and it's not going to work for me because I live in Texas. The climate is different, geographically it is different. So you have to think about that for yourself. One easy method that I found, it's super simple. And once I tell you this, it's going to blow your mind on researching what brands are going to sell for you. It is so basic. It's if you're out and about walking, simple thing, look down. Just look down, look and see what people are wearing. You're going to start noticing, people like different brands, but you're going to start noticing oh, I saw a lot of people wearing Nikes today. I saw a lot of people, wearing Tevas. I saw a lot of people wearing this, wearing that. That usually is an indication of what the trends are going on and stuff. Go to a mall. I hate the mall, by the way, but if you want to do hardcore research, go to a mall, just watch what people are wearing, and that's gonna tell you hey, people are gonna be wearing these. So that's a simple, easy, simple type of research thing for you. So number 4, a lot of people are gonna hate me for this one. I don't really care. But number 4, I believe, work smarter, not harder. Guys, bots. It's okay to use a bot. I know some of y'all are so hardcore about this whole bot thing. I'm never going to use a bot. I'm not going to do this. Poshmark is going to ban me, blah, blah, blah. Poshmark is only going to block you if you're using a bot incorrectly. Think about it. Unlike other sites like Instagram, for instance, or Facebook, if you're using a bot, you're just annoying other people. But with Poshmark, it's like you're using a bot to get more sales. The more sales you get, the more money Poshmark also gets. So why would they flat out like ban bots if bots are also helping their users to get money, because they get money that way? So usually, unless you're really, really going super all out and just have your parameters set, whatever, you know, bots are fine. The thing with bots is bots are meant to help, you know, help you alleviate like time. So as long as your bot is mimicking what something that, you know, a human can possibly do without it being super outlandishly ridiculous, Poshmark doesn't really care. In future videos, I would make videos for y'all on my bot settings that work for me. Remember, works for me. So this would be you doing your research, being like, that works for him. Let me mess around and see what works for me. So I would show you, you know, my bot schedules and stuff like that, you know, the bots that I use, all that stuff. But guys, it's not that serious. Bots help out a lot. But the final thing that has helped me to where I'm at so far, which, you know, some of y'all could be like, oh, I've made so much more than that, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. This is just what I'm, you know, I think this has been a really awesome experience for me, since I didn't expect anything from this. And, you know, it is helping pay bills, because that's why, you know, that's why we're on here. That's why we're all on here. But, so final thing, guys, is patience. Have patience. If you're consistent, if you're organized, you know, if you've done your research, if you have systems in place, be patient. Poshmark isn't one of those like, we're gonna get rich quick schemes. The reason why Poshmark works is it's because the amount of work you put into it is what's gonna like, it's what's gonna come out. So be patient. If you've done everything you possibly can, you're gonna get sales. Sales are gonna be awesome. If you have a system, it's gonna go nice and smooth and stuff. Like with me, my process is super awesomely smooth. But Poshmark is definitely one of those that, you know, once you get to a point that you do have a system, the work is going to be very, very minimal. It's going to be more or less sourcing, you know, tracking stuff down, and then cool. When you get a sale, you take it to post office, and then it's in UPS's hands or USPS's hands. But yeah, guys, so tell me what y'all think. You know, how long have y'all been on the platform, and what have y'all done? You know, like, especially if you've been on a platform and you're starting to get, you know, decent amount of sales. Tell me some of the stuff that y'all have done. Put it in the little box things below. You know, put it all in the comments. Like, type it all out and stuff. I'm very, very curious. Or if you've been on the platform for a while and you haven't really been getting sales, like, tell me some of the stuff that you've done that, or some of the stuff that you think you can do. You know, let's work this out. Let's come in as a community to help each other out. So, you know, till the next video, guys, like, subscribe, bell button. Talk to y'all later.